It was a crisp September morning, a perfect late summer start to the day, until it wasn't.
Almost every detail of that day is vividly ingrained in my memory.
Jane Swift was acting governor on 9/11, a job she inherited 5 months earlier after Governor Paul Cellucci left to become the U.S. ambassador to Canada. Swift was at her farm here in Williamstown.
I remember going out for a run in the morning.
At 36, she was the country's youngest governor and had just given birth to twin girls that June. She then got an urgent call from her aide.
She's like, you need to come now. There have been at least one, maybe two planes hijacked.
I got in the car to head in, stopped for my cup of coffee, was listening to the radio to catch up on the news.
Ginny Buckingham was CEO of Massport, which operates Logan Airport, appointed by Governor Cellucci after serving as his chief of staff.
We just got a report in that there's been some sort of explosion at the World Trade Center in New York.
Was listening live as a report came in that a second plane had flown into the second tower, and I knew right away that was no accident. Wasn't that much longer, a few minutes probably, that I got a call from Logan saying that 2 planes were off the radar. 6 words that changed the world.
The PA system in the office came on.
Jay White was a special agent with the FBI in Boston.
All personnel would meet in the big conference room we had on the top floor at One Center Plaza. At that point, we just paired up, teamed up, and people started to go out.
So I remember the phone just going off the hook.
John DeFava was colonel of the Massachusetts State Police.
There was all kinds of requests for personnel, additional personnel at Logan Airport. The Quabbin Reservoir wanted additional personnel. I mean, everywhere that looked like there was a potential threat.
4 people on the front lines of a crisis that started in Massachusetts, navigating their way through an incredibly difficult day.
And I never felt so out of my depth.
Governor Swift was rushed from Western Mass to the bunker at the Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency in Framingham.
I said so many Hail Marys, like in a row.
Swift authorized the scrambling of 2 F-15 fighter jets stationed on Cape Cod.
Those jets tried to catch that second flight.
But it was too late.
We didn't know what was really happening. We didn't know how many planes were still out there.
Back at Logan Airport, the situation remained tense.
We had to shut down the airport, make sure the passengers were all cleared safely from the terminal.
They were also tracking down every plane that had departed from the airport.
At one point that morning, there was a 3rd plane missing from Logan.
That plane was not hijacked and was located, but by then families of loved ones on American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175 started arriving at the airport.
There were a flood of families just asking, what do you know? When can we know?
The very first thing that I did with my partner was to go to Logan Airport and interview people from American Airlines ground personnel. Those were difficult interviews. Those people were friends with the crew that was on Flight 11.
Colonel DeFava also ended up at Logan.
When I got out of the cruiser, it was the quietness that struck me. This was a dead quiet.
A 3rd plane crashed into the Pentagon and a 4th into a field in Pennsylvania.
Were you fearful that it was going to get even worse?
Yes.
On the advice of Attorney General Tom Riley, Swift made the call to keep the polls open in the 9th Congressional District primary.
Tom Riley, and I give him a ton of credit, said to me, you have to keep people voting and you have to tell them to keep voting because this is terrorism. And the only thing you can do to fight terrorism is not to let them win.
Later, Swift decided state employees would return to work the next day.
It is my hope that the best response we can give in the face of this cowardly terrorism attack is to, whatever degree possible for each and every one of us, to return to business as normal tomorrow.
20 years later, it's a time for reflection.
A lot of the stuff that we did subsequently after 9/11, as it turned out, was as much about making people feel safe as keeping them safe, which I think was also a really important lesson of leadership that I took a long time to process.
That this is the right time for me
to move on.
Buckingham resigned from Massport in October 2001 as criticism about her qualifications escalated. Last year, she published On My Watch, a memoir about her experience.
When tragedy and crisis happens, don't immediately look to blame. Try to help and try to understand the lessons of what happened and make it better next time, because blaming isn't leadership.
Right now, I feel pretty confident that we're in a good position to deter attacks, and we've learned a lot. But I think that can recede from view.
You know, they say that there's always a silver lining. There was no silver lining to that. 9/11 had no silver lining.
On 9/11, Colonel DeFava had already given his notice that he was leaving the state police to head up the MIT police. But Governor Swift asked him to stay on, and he became the interim director of security at Logan Airport for a few months. So many changes in the 20 years since 9/11, including the dedication of this memorial at the Public Garden in 2004. Time passes, but the scars from that day remain. Mike Bodette, WCVB News Center 5.